Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today we've got something spicy from Polish Custom Knives. Always exciting to unbox something from Polish Custom Knives. I don't know if you guys can tell that I'm smiling while I'm talking. I can finally link their, I've always linked their website, but I have an affiliate program worked out with them. So I will link Polish Custom Knives right down in the description. You guys should definitely check them out. They've got a lot of really cool stuff there. A lot of expensive stuff, but a lot of really, really cool stuff. They're definitely worth, just touring it for yourself. So make sure and check that out. Thanks so much to Polish Custom Knives for sending this in. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. And please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. Let's get in here. Whoop. That was the charger. Did it show it? Oh no, I guess not. I have the charger. I've got it coiled around the arm mount here so that I can charge my phone while I'm recording, but it's just kind of hanging loose today. Why am I telling you guys this? I thought that I had nicked it with my hand there, and it had swung around in front of the camera, and I thought that might be confusing to people, but now it's just a weird explanation. All right, let's get in here. See what we got. We got that. That's the COA. And here is the pouch. Yeah. So what we have here is a Herman knife. Another Herman knife. If you guys don't know, I'm a huge, huge fan of Herman knives. I have started to collect them. I think I have, 8. I got more Herman knives than I do Hinderer knives right now. I might even have 9. Gigantic fan. Now, they are very expensive, but for people who have explored into this territory, they are hands down some of the best knives that you can get at this price point. Now, these are made in Poland, and they are made to the same tier of your Koenig knives, Shurogorov knives, right? Holt knives. That's the tier that we're in with this stuff. So while a lot of the stuff that I show from them is like mega, super, ultra dress, multiple thousands, they do have knives in the $600, $700, $800 territory. And I think that's actually what we're going to look at here today. Oh boy, look at that. That is beautiful. So what we have here is, I believe, an Ishtar, but with, I've never actually seen this finish before. Ooh, is that their plain? It's like a... That is gorgeous. That's like a tumbled finish, but they've got the blade eggshell textured. God, that is sick, man. Okay, so here's what we got here. We got an Ishtar, but it's with the long trailing point or Persian style blade. And then we have, I believe this is MagnaCut. So they have this at 62. I'll remind everybody, MagnaCut has a wide range of acceptable. I think, from what I understand, MagnaCut is incredibly well-rounded, even in the lower 60s. And right around the middle kind of seems to be, obviously, the sweet, the most agreed-upon area. But it can go up 63 or even 64 for extra hardness, lower toughness, and better edge retention and edge stability. But at 62, I think MagnaCut is very well-rounded. So it has the Sing. All the Herman knives. Oh, man, they all have that distinct sound. So I have an Ishtar, but not in this blade. And I also don't think it's possible I have one other blade that looks similar, but I don't think it's exactly the same finish. What's really interesting about these Herman knives is I keep feeling like I have an idea of their entire range of blade finishes and blade materials, as well as like their anodizing stuff. And look how they've milled this. It's like a leaf pattern into this inlay, and then they've anodized it a bit brighter. So this, my finger oils have already attacked this part, but we have a deep, I'm going to call this indigo. It's not quite purple or blue, and then we have a higher polish on the pocket clip, and the same thing for the backspacer. So really, really nice. Of course, you have that awesome titanium liner lock action, and just a perfect detent. Just an absolutely perfect detent. These things really are on another level versus, You can get titanium and MagnaCut and stuff like that for substantially less money through another company, but are you going to get the same level of execution? Absolutely. God, what a dream. What a dream, man. This is a little pigtail in the end there. Yeah, this is the first time. So I traditionally am not the biggest fan of trailing points, but it does go well with the Herman profile. I mean, I got to admit, it really does look nice. The Ishtar has at least 2 different blade shapes. And the interesting thing about Herman knives as we continue to go along and as I watch them evolve as a company, there doesn't seem to be like a, this is our hard limitation for this model. They have the Ishtar, the Mantis, the Slim, the Sting, the Dragonfly, and a number of other models. And within each of these, I'm going to get all my Herman knives out as I usually do whenever I talk about Herman knives. I'm just going to show you guys the variety that I have in my own personal collection. Sorry, that was really noisy. But not only with finishes and materials and stuff like that, but with blade shapes and, well, I mean, finishes and materials for sure, and blade shapes. But they keep surprising me with a lot of weird stuff, a lot of weird variety, or just unexpected variety. So I know I do this every time we talk about Herman knives. I guess I have more than what I thought. I think I do. I always forget I have some of the more plain Jane ones, but we'll get them all out and do, smallest to largest here. So the Micro Sting is definitely going to be the smallest. I think we should probably pull, you'll have to excuse me here, we're going to pull the camera back a bit so that we can actually get all of these on there at the same time. That might be the way to go if we can actually get them on there. Micro Sting, and I have one plain one and one in full dress. Sting is probably going to be the next biggest. I think the Ishtars and the Mantis. So this is also an Ishtar, the one with the gold DLC, right? Is the Mantis bigger? Boy, I think it's almost exactly the same. And then for sure, the Sting or the Slim is a little bigger, and then the Dragonflies are definitely going to be the largest. So and listen, I don't have, sorry, that's the packaging there. I don't have every model. I'm working on it. At this point, I am very interested in all. It's almost, I'm interested in checking out base versions of everything, because I mean every single model that they release would actually work really well. Even their largest, their Dragonfly. This is my user Dragonfly. My first Herman ever was that custom right there. But the Dragonfly, as large as it is, actually works really well as an EDC knife, right? So far, my favorite for EDC has been, I think this is the one where the finish is almost the same. Yeah, this is just a little darker. You're always going to get something a little bit different, even if it is, like this is the part of their knives that is truly custom. Even if it is the same finish, there's always a subtle variation in the tint or the color or the overall, right? Maybe the texturing is a little deeper, a little bit more or less here or there. But we've got more reflectivity on this guy. You can see this one's a little more cloudy. This one we get a little more reflectivity, right? Maybe a little bit finer grain structure on the tumbling or the pitting. It's not, I don't know if, like the eggshell is technically like a form of pitting, right? But it's MagnaCut, so we don't really have to worry about that. Yeah, the best EDC experience I've had so far has been with the Sting, which is like a 7.5-inch folder. But I really want to try, a plain Jane version of the Slim. Just because obviously this one in ball back is more of a collector's piece, and I really don't want to, screw it up. But all of these knives work extremely well when it comes to general EDC. And I like that if you really want to, spend thousands of dollars, you'll get a knife that feels like it's worth multiple thousands of dollars. But if you don't want to do that and you just want one of their base models, it will feel completely and totally justified at that price point. I mean, listen, I've got Shirogorov knives that I've paid hundreds of dollars more for, and they feel exactly the same in terms of quality and execution. They are on another level, right? And it's hard to tell until you actually get them in hand. But the reason that I collect these, the reason that I am so into them, how many do I own? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I do own 8, right? The reason that I collect them is because they're that good. This is the case with any of them. My Shirogorovs, my Hinderers, right? I'm moving on to the Stitch also. When I like something that much, I collect multiples of it. And that's just the way that I am. And in this case, with the Herman knives, I'm proud to say that it's not only because they are incredibly well crafted and the variety is unbelievable. I can't think of another company besides like Hinderer knives that has this level of variety, right? Maybe like Olamic. We're on the same tier as like Olamic when it comes to, the variety, right? I just think these are executed better. Not only is it because of that collector enthusiast, it gets the juices bubbling. Sorry for the gross analogy there. But they're also excellent users. I mean, the grinds are really, they're like full flat grind or very nearly full flat grind. You have Persian, reverse tanto, drop point, right? Clip point. They don't have any tantos. That would be interesting to see, right? I'd also like to see them do some type of harpoon. But yeah, I mean, they just make really excellent user blades. So if you can't tell, highly recommendable. Have been since the beginning. I don't think I have a negative Herman review. I think I enjoy all of their models. It's just some of them I enjoy more than others. But I like the Persian style blade more than I thought I would. Definitely. Really impressed with how beautiful that finish looks with a higher, I guess it's just a higher polish on it. Very cool. All right. That's going to be it today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks again to Herman Knives for sending this in. Like I said, check out Herman Knives right down in the description. Please make sure to follow me. I don't know where my card is. I'm going to use the old card today. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like. So check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.